Hi, welcome to this module, which explains all about index or exponents. So the plural for index is indices. What is an index? Index of a number says how many times to use the number or algebraic expression in a multiplication. It is written as a small number to the right side of the base number. For example, we have 8 squared, which is equivalent to 8 times 8. And 8 times 8 is equivalent to 64. Now another example, if we have 3 raised to 3 or exponent 3, so this is equivalent to 3 multiplied to 3 times 3 again. So you will multiply 3 to itself 3 times. So the final answer will be 3 times 3, which is 9. 9 times 3 will be 27. Another example, if it's an algebraic expression, which is equivalent to 3y, and then parentheses, it is squared. Now exponent 2. So this is also equivalent to 3y times 3y. So the final answer will be 3 times 3, which is 9. Y times y will be y squared. So that is the index. Now, when we're studying all about index, we're going to encounter the different rules on how you will operate on the indices. So here are the rules for indices. We have the first rule, which is index law for multiplication. Now for the index law of multiplication, we have the following, which is a raised to, it should be the same base. So a raised to m multiplied to a raised to n. This will be equivalent to the base, and then you will just simply add the index or the indices. So m plus n. For example, we have y cubed multiplied to y squared. Well, simply, we have to multiply y 3 times to itself. So y times y times y. And then multiplied again to twice of y, or multiply y twice. Y times y. So therefore, it will be equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So therefore, this is equivalent to y 5. But instead of doing this, we'll just simply add. So we have y 3 plus 2, which is equal to 5. So the answer is y raised to 5. That is actually the multiplication rule for the indices. Now another example, we have AB cubed times A squared B. If we're going to multiply these two terms, so we're going to combine only the one with the same base. So for this example, that's A, so which is A times A squared, and then B cubed times B. So therefore, the final answer will be A cubed and then B raised to the 4th. So that will be your final answer, because this is 1 plus 2, that will be 3, and then 3 plus 1, that will be 4. Now for the next one, the second law, the index law for division. For the index law of division, we have the following. So the rule says for any base raised to m divided by same base a raised to n. So this time what we're going to do is to subtract the exponents. So a raised to m minus n. So for example, we have 3 raised to 3 divided by 3 squared. So the answer will become 3 raised to 3 minus the exponent underneath, which is 2. And the final answer will be 3 raised to 1, or it is equivalent to 3. So another example, we have y raised to 4 x squared divided by y squared x. So we're going to combine only those with the same base. So y raised to 4 minus 2, the exponent underneath, times x raised to 2 minus 1, which is the exponent underneath. The final answer will become y squared because of 4 minus 2 and x raised to 1, or x. So this will become the final answer. This is the second rule for division. Now another rule, the third one, is the zero product rule, or the zero exponent rule. For the zero exponent rule, any base with an exponent of 0 will always be equal to 1. So for example, we have a raised to 0. This will always be equal to 1. Now what if it's actually 1,503 raised to 0? This is still will be equivalent to 1 because of the zero exponent that it has. So another example, y raised to 0, this is again equivalent to 1. So any number raised to 0 is always equal to 1. Another one is the product rule. For the power of product rule, we have, for example, a, b raised to, or cube. So we just simply distribute cube inside. So that will be a cube, b cube. So another example, we have 2x. And then this is actually raised to 4. So therefore, we're going to distribute the exponent outside the parentheses. So we will have 2 raised to 4 and x raised to 4. So what is 2 raised to 4? 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. Times 2, 16. So that will be 16x raised to 4. Next is the law of power. For the law of power, we have an example. A raised to m, parentheses, raised to n. So this one, we just simply multiply the exponents to the another exponent inside. So that will be a raised to m multiplied to n. So for example, we have 3 squared raised to 3. So we just simply multiply the exponents. So 3 squared, 2 times 3, that will be 3 raised to 6. Another example, we have 2a cubed raised to 2 or squared. Now what is 2 times 2 squared? 2 squared is 4. And then a, 3 times 2 will be 6. So the final answer is 2 times 2, 4a, 6. Next is the law of power of quotient. Now for the law of power of quotient, so for example, we have a, m, and then b, m raised to n. So simply we will just distribute the exponent and multiply. So a, m raised to n. So it's like m times n all over b, m multiplied to n. An example of this is 3 squared over 4 cubed raised to 2. We just simply distribute the exponent 2 to each of the numbers in the fraction. So that will be 3 raised to 2 times 2 over 4 raised to 3 times 2. So the answer is 3 raised to 4 over 4 raised to 6, because 3 times 2 is 6. The last one is the negative exponent rule. So for the negative exponent rule, we have an example, a raised to negative 3. Now for this kind of equation or algebraic expression, we just need to put it underneath or as a denominator of 1. So that will become positive. So a cubed. Now the exponent will become positive once you put it underneath or become a denominator of 1. So another example, if we have 5 raised to negative 2, so this will be 1 over 5 squared. So it will become positive. So this is equivalent to 1 over 5 times 5, which is 25. So the final answer will be 1 over 25. Now what if 3 raised to negative 1 over 3 raised to negative 2? So if 1 is negative, therefore it will become underneath a 1. But then this is also another negative, so it will become on top of 3 raised to 1. So it will become 3 squared. It will just reverse position. So the final answer will be 2 minus 1 for the division rule. 3 will be equal to 3 raised to 1 or 3. That's it. So thank you very much for attending this module. Have a great day. Bye-bye.